Thanks for joining us at English Podcast, where learning English feels simple and enjoyable.
We share stories, real conversations, and tips to help you grow day by day.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep creating for you. Have you ever imagined accidentally walking into the wrong hotel room? It's a classic comedy setup, isn't it? Well, our story today is about just that, a wrong hotel room, but with a twist. Instead of anger or confusion, it leads to an unexpected friendship.
It sounds intriguing. I'm curious to see where this goes. So, to set the scene, picture a bustling, vibrant city. Imagine bright lights, the constant hum of traffic, and people rushing everywhere. This is where our story unfolds.
Right in the heart of this city is the Grand Majestic Hotel, a towering building with hundreds of rooms, each a little haven of luxury and comfort. Imagine plush carpets, soft lighting, and huge, comfortable beds.
Our main character, let's call him Alex, arrives late at night, exhausted after a long flight. He's a writer, coming to the city for a literary festival. Literary means related to literature, books and writing, you know. He's clutching his room key, eager to finally rest.
Room 604, that's his room number. He finds the room, swipes the key card, and steps inside, completely oblivious, that means unaware of the mix-up that's about to happen. The room is dimly lit, with just the bedside lamp glowing softly.
Meanwhile, in the room next door, room 605, a young woman named Olivia is fast asleep. She's a musician in town for a concert. She's got a big performance tomorrow night and needs all the rest she can get.
So, Amelia, exhausted from her long journey, finally reached her hotel room. She had the key card in her hand, and she swiped it, but it wouldn't open. She tried again, checking the room number. 204. That was definitely what her booking confirmation said. She jiggled the handle a little, a bit perplexed. That's strange, she muttered to herself.
She decided to try one last time, giving the card a good swipe and pushing the door firmly. This time, it clicked open. Amelia stepped inside, relieved. The room was dimly lit, but she could make out a large suitcase lying open on the bed and, wait a minute, men's clothes scattered everywhere. Perplexed means confused or bewildered, by the way.
Amelia froze. This wasn't her room. Her heart started pounding. Was someone already in here? A thief? She cautiously put her bag down by the door, ready to make a quick escape if necessary. Her mind raced, thinking about what she should do next. This is unexpected, she thought, taking a tentative step further into the room. Tentative means hesitant or careful.
Suddenly, she heard the shower running in the bathroom. Oh dear, someone was definitely in here. Amelia's first instinct was to flee. She quickly and quietly reached for the door handle, trying not to make a sound. She had to get out of there. This was definitely the wrong room, and she didn't want to disturb whoever was inside. The word, disturb, here means to interrupt or bother someone.
Just as she was about to slip out, the bathroom door swung open, and a man stepped out, wrapped in a towel. He stopped dead in his tracks, staring at Amelia with wide, surprised eyes. He looked just as shocked as she felt. For a moment, neither of them spoke, just stood there frozen, taking in the bizarre situation.
Amelia's mouth went dry. She felt a blush creep up her cheeks. This was so embarrassing. I think I'm in the wrong room, she stammered, clutching her handbag tightly. Stammered means to speak with difficulty, repeating sounds or words, usually because of nervousness.
So, to quickly recap what's happened so far in our story, the wrong hotel room, Arthur, our main character, has arrived at a fancy hotel for a conference. He's tired after a long flight and accidentally goes to the wrong room. He's got the right room number, but it's on the wrong floor.
Exactly. And the room key, surprisingly, works. He walks in and finds a woman named Beatrice already there, unpacking her suitcase. It's a little awkward, right? Awkward means uncomfortable or embarrassing.
Very awkward. They both think the other person is crazy, or maybe even a thief. A thief is someone who steals things. They start arguing, each convinced they have the rightful claim to the room.
But then, before things get too heated, they discover the source of the confusion. Heated, in this context, means intense or passionate. It turns out the hotel accidentally double-booked the room. Double-booked means they gave the same room to two different guests.
And to make things even more interesting, a huge storm has started outside. It's a downpour, raining very heavily, and it looks like it's going to last all night. This complicates things further as getting another room might be difficult.
Yes, the hotel is fully booked, meaning there are no other empty rooms available. The hotel staff apologizes for the mix-up, meaning a mistake or confusion. They are trying to figure out a solution, but with the storm raging, options are limited. Raging means the storm is very strong and violent.
Now they're stuck together in this luxurious hotel room, with the storm raging outside. Let's see what happens next. So, they decided to make the best of it. They ordered room service, which is when you call the hotel and they bring food to your room. They ordered a huge pizza and some fancy desserts.
They even found a dusty old board game in the closet, Monopoly, I think it was, and started playing. They were laughing so hard, completely forgetting the mix-up. It was like they'd known each other for years.
It's amazing how a shared, slightly awkward situation can break the ice, isn't it? Break the ice means to make people feel more comfortable and relaxed in a social situation.
Absolutely. So, here are a few key phrases we've used. To make the best of it means to try to enjoy a difficult situation. We also talked about room service, which is a convenient service offered by many hotels.
And as they played, Sarah noticed something. John had this really quirky, unusual and charming habit of wiggling his ears when he concentrated. She found it utterly endearing, meaning she found it very sweet and lovable.
And John noticed how Sarah had this infectious laugh, a laugh that makes others want to laugh too. It was completely captivating, it held his attention completely.
Quirky means unusual in an attractive and interesting way. Endearing is a great word to describe something that makes you like someone more.
Yes, and infectious, in this context, doesn't mean a disease. It means something that spreads easily from one person to another, usually a feeling or laughter.
Hours flew by. They finished the pizza, the desserts, and several rounds of Monopoly. The city lights twinkled outside the window. The whole atmosphere was strangely magical.
And that's when someone knocked at the door. It was the hotel manager, looking very flustered, agitated, or confused. He apologized profusely, meaning he said sorry many times and very sincerely for the room mix-up.
He explained that their actual rooms were ready now, and offered them a complimentary free breakfast as compensation for the trouble.
So, flustered describes someone who's nervous and confused, especially in a social situation. And profusely means doing something a lot, in an excessive way, often with apologies or thanks.
Okay, let's recap the story so far. Remember, recap means to summarize. It all started with a simple mistake. Mr. Henderson, tired from a long journey, accidentally went to the wrong hotel room.
Exactly, and the room key actually worked. Can you believe it? He was so exhausted, he just fell asleep. The word, exhausted, means extremely tired. He didn't even notice the room wasn't his.
Then, Mrs. Peabody, the rightful owner of the room, arrived. Imagine her surprise. Instead of getting angry or upset, she decided to have a little fun. She's quite a character, isn't she?
She really is. She pretended to be a hotel inspector and started asking Mr. Henderson all sorts of funny questions about his stay. Remember, pretended means to act as if something is true, even though it isn't.
Poor Mr. Henderson, he was so confused. He tried his best to answer her questions, thinking she was a real inspector. He even started complaining about the imaginary problems in the room, like the wobbly bedside table.
And Mrs. Peabody, playing along, made detailed notes of his complaints. She was having a great time, and to be honest, so was Mr. Henderson, even though he didn't know it yet. Playing along means pretending to agree with someone's false idea, often as a joke.
Then, the real hotel manager arrived. He explained the whole mix-up, and everyone had a good laugh. The word, mix-up, refers to a confusing situation, usually caused by a mistake.
They all ended up having dinner together, and Mr. Henderson and Mrs. Peabody became good friends. It's a story about a mistake that turned into a fun and unexpected friendship.
And a reminder that sometimes, going with the flow, which means accepting a situation as it develops, can lead to pleasant surprises. It's a light-hearted tale with a happy ending.
Absolutely. It's a story that reminds us not to take life too seriously. Sometimes, the best things happen when we least expect them. Now, let's listen to the story one more time, at a slightly faster pace.
Thanks for listening to English Boost. Remember, practice a little every day and you'll see big results. See you in the next episode.